still can't get through. Bet they're sold out by now. I've been trying to get a ticket for the Wolf Gold at the Hot Empire. Best metal band in the Bales. Sure she'd be here by now.
She's fetching Moses. Thought you'd like to meet him?
Yeah, you bet. I mean, it'd be the first member of my new family I've really met.
Hey, listen, I'm so sorry we're late.
Oh, no problem. And this must be Moses.
Yeah, that's right. And this is Ryan. Are you going to say hello?
Hello, buddy. Nice to meet you.
Seem to be getting on all right, don't they? Yeah, you did the right thing bringing him over. Hey, if you want to score extra points, you could always try and fix Ryan up with some tickets for a rock gig at the Empire. Well, you know a guy there, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I'll see what I can do, eh? Obviously better at this motherhood malarkey when they're grown up.
You've got a few more hurdles to get over yet, like introducing him to the rest of the family.
Yeah, all right, babe. One step at a time. You haven't seen my phone, have you? I'm lost without it.
No, sorry. Look, I've got to go meet Rona. You be a good boy, Johnny, and I will see you guys later.
See ya.
Lose me head if it wants screwed on. Oh, hi. Sorry. I'm Tracy, by the way.
Hi, I'm Ryan. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I saw you at Ross's party. I didn't know you were mates with Charity, too.
Oh, yeah.
No. He's just here to talk about supplies for the pub. All right. OK. Well, best leave you to it, then.
What happened to Ryan? I thought you were spending the day together.
I remembered that he had other stuff to do.
Didn't it go well?
We had a bit of a misunderstanding with Tracy.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, I panicked, and I said that he was there to talk about supplies. I obviously upset him, and Tracy could tell I was bending the truth a bit.
A bit?
Oh, babe, it was the first thing that came into my head. I didn't mean to do any harm, but he took it the wrong way.
Charity, you've got to see this whole secrecy thing isn't working.
Babe, I've just introduced him to Moses. And I can tell all the others when the time is right.
Are you sure Ryan's willing to wait that long?
Well, don't worry, because I found a way of keeping him on side.
I hope so, because losing him now would be ridiculous.
I'm not going to lose him. So I couldn't get the tickets for that gig.
Oh, well, it was worth a shot.
So I went one better. The band's doing an album signing tomorrow. We won't even have to queue.
He will love that. But you still need to introduce him to the rest of the family, all right? You cannot put it off forever.
I know. I just want to keep him to myself that little bit longer. OK, so all in all, that'll be $11.90, please, babe.
I'm sorry about that.
That's OK. Let's get you another pint in, thank you.
Rona deserves a bit of luck after Pierce, doesn't she? I'm glad it's working out for her.
Yeah, I hope so, although I just overheard him arranging to meet someone called Penny.
Like a date?
I don't know, but he soon stopped talking when he saw I'd been listening.
You are never going to believe what's just happened. OK, so you know Tracy got it in her head that Pete was cheating on Rona. OK, so anyway, there we were in Ross's back garden and... You OK?
No. I let Noah down today. Like every other day since it's been born. I am such a bad mother, Vanessa.
What you on about?
I'm on about me. Trying to juggle too many balls. Looks like it's eventually caught up with me. Well, I've pushed it as far as I can. I need to come clean. To Noah, Debs, everybody.
This about Ryan.
Who else?
So you gonna?
Yep.
But I thought you said now wasn't the right time.
It's never going to be a right time, is there? So I just need to do it, because the longer I drag this on, the worse it's going to be for everybody.
Right, so, when are you gonna do it?
Tomorrow.
Okay. Are you sure you're ready?
Nope. I can't keep putting it off, can I? And doing this means I can't change my mind.
It'll be okay.
Well, Debbie will be, hopefully.
They both will.
Babe, Noah's hardly speaking to me as it is. I mean, how's he meant to feel when I tell him he's got yet another half-brother whose dad's a rapist?
You might want to soften that bit. But he's a good kid. He's not going to hold it against you once he's got his head round it.
I'm going out.
Wait a sec!
What?
Well, where are you going?
I just said out.
All right. Well, I'm doing meatballs for lunch, so, yeah, and then I'm going to do you a treat for pudding.
Why?
Because I'd like to spend some quality time with you and Debs and maybe say sorry for being a bit rubbish. Will you be there?
He's a teenage lad. He'll be home for his grub. And once he knows the truth, things will get better. Smells amazing in here. How come I've never had these famous meatballs?
Well, because you never bought any.
Oh, and there's me thinking you're an all domestic goddess. Did you, break into the factory?
No, babe, these are for Noah. I'm thinking if he stuffs his face with these, he won't really care what I'm telling him about Ryan.
No, because he'll be bouncing off the walls. They'll be here.
Yeah. Well, Debs probably thinks I've got a terminal illness. I mean, why do I have to screw everything up? All I was doing was inviting her for dinner.
Oh, stop stressing.
Oh, babe, I should have told him weeks ago.
Well, you've had good reason not to.
Oh, I'd done the decent thing and stayed out of Ryan's life.
Hey, you don't mean that.
Maybe not, but hey, things would have been a whole lot simpler. Oh, here we go. Who's standing me up now? It's Irene. Hello? Whoa, 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 whoa. Just slow down. You have got to be kidding. I'm on my way.
Whoa, Will, what's happened? Charity! Charity!
Sorry.
I didn't know what to do. I tried to stop him.
Where is he, in there?
Well, no. No, don't kick off.
Oh, I'll make him a nice cup of tea, shall I?
You need to stay calm.
Like hell I do.
What are you doing?
I'm looking out for you. Get away from my boy.
I thought it'd be nice for me and him to get to know each other.
He already knows who you are, what you are.
Well, a version of. I just want the chance to talk. I think we both thought that much.
Ryan, trust me now. I don't know why he's here, but it certainly won't be for your benefit.
I can make my own decisions.
Seriously?
Let him speak.
I just want to hear him out. I mean, it doesn't mean that I have to believe what he says.
Thank you.
Fine. Will you say your piece and then get lost?
I want to talk to him on my own.
Come on.
I'm gonna be right outside that door.
This must be hard for you to come to terms with. But the things Charity's saying about how you conceived, she's not telling you the truth.
So you're calling her a liar?
Or maybe just confused.
She was 14 when I was born. She's not lying about that.
No. And I know how that seems, but I was a lot younger back then. And she was very mature for her age. And we both wanted it.
So why did you deny having sex with her?
Because I was scared. And I know how bad it looks. But I'm not saying it's right or it's anything to be proud of. But she did the running. And I was weak. And I've done a lot of growing up since then.
She wouldn't make it up. Put herself through having to give evidence.
I don't know why she's doing it. No, but sometimes it's easier to cope with something you regret if you can find someone to blame. And as time passes, we can convince ourselves of anything. But what is important now is you. I'd love the chance to see you again. Be a dad to you.
I don't need a dad.
Oh, sorry, I'm jumping in with both feet. My wife's always saying slow down, wait for the ball to catch up.
What's she like?
Chloe, incredible. She could have thrown me out, but she chose to listen.
So she believes.
Oh, why shouldn't she? She knows I'm not capable of doing the things that Charity's saying. I bought you this. In case you wanted to have a look. Beautiful, isn't she? And the kids. That'll be great if you can meet them. Molly, she's a little darling. And Luke loves having a sister. She keeps asking when she's going to be able to play football with him. There I go again. Too much, too soon. You must have more than enough new family, what with all the dingles. Do you get on with them?
Haven't really met them. Not properly. Charity thinks it's best to wait a while.
Well, these things can take time.
He's always been headstrong, right from being a baby. So there's no point trying to push him.
Yes, all right, I get it.
Can you hear what's going on?
No, I can't hear a thing. But I know he's filling Ryan's head with all sorts.
Ryan wanted to talk to him. You have to respect that.
Babe, I meant to protect him. That's what I was doing all those years ago, running away from Bales, was protecting my kid. And OK, you can stand there and judge me all you like, but that is the truth.
Don't take it out on her.
I am not judging you. I just wish you'd stop acting like you were his mum. I have been protecting him for the last 27 years.
Well, then you shouldn't have let that man step one foot in here, should you?
Best not to rush these things.
Ryan, whatever he is saying to you, you got to ignore it, yeah?
Or we could let him have his own opinion, what with him being an adult. You've raised a lovely young man.
Don't bother. I know your sort. Are you all right, love?
We're just talking.
Do you want to keep that? They are your half-brother and sister.
Thanks.
And it's a pity Charity's not letting you get to know your family. Luke and Molly are going to love having an older brother.
Can you go now?
Yeah, of course. It's a lot to take in. But I'll see you soon, though.
Yeah, you will, in court.
Take care.
Babe, it's okay. You've wanted nothing to do with him until now. So what's changed?
Everything, I hope. Because he believes me. I can tell. And if you can't even convince your own kid that I'm some kind of monster, how do you think you're going to get on in front of a jury?
I knew she wouldn't come.
Has she been all right recently?
How do you mean?
Well, you know, like has she been worrying about anything?
She's just being selfish. She's pretending to have these so-called meetings, but it's all a lie.
Babe, I'm so sorry.
No, you're not. And you burnt the meatballs.
Oh, no. Listen, babe, I just had to pop out and it was longer than expected. But hey, you know, at least you've been enjoying the sweets.
I know they're a bribe.
Right. Well, I've missed seeing Sarah for this, so can we just get on with it, please? Oh. I ain't got time for you messing everyone around. We're going to the hospital. Come on, Jack, please.
Can I come?
Yeah, come on.
Noah, please.
I don't know whatever game this is you're playing, but he needs his mum. And I've got way too much on with Sarah.
I should have just told him, but I couldn't.
You'll find the right time.
In fact, I can't do any of this. There's too many people getting hurt. I'm going to pull out of the court case. Oi! Sticky fingers, hand it over. And the other one in your pocket.
Who are you? MI5? And why are you never hanging around spying on me when I need you for something?
If you need something, you just ask. And hey, novel idea, how about maybe you earn your cash by, I don't know, washing up for Marlon?
It's my summer holidays and all my mates are out having fun.
Well, we can have fun. Do you want to do something? What do you want to do?
What's the point? You're only going to ditch me last minute anyway.
I can't worry about one son without neglecting another. I mean, surely by now you'd think I'd be able to juggle more than one kid.
Yeah, well, most people like keeping one of the kids secret.
Babe, I'm not really getting the vibe that today's the day to change that. I mean, you've just seen him.
You're doing your best in lousy circumstances. Look, text Noah and invite him on a picnic or something. Just spend some proper time together.
Well, what, and eating sandwiches in a field is going to fix that, is it?
Well, it's worth a try. Here, give us your phone, I'll do it then.
No, I'll only ignore it anyway. Just because you spent your youth picnicking and reading Bunty. Babe, this is the real world. And this is exactly why I need to drop the case. If I stand up in that court, they are going to have to hear everything, every last gory detail, and they're only going to get hurt more, aren't they?
What, so Bales gets exactly what he wants? You can't drop this case. It's barely a couple of weeks. Right, that's all you need to hold it together for. Please, don't give up now, Charity. Please.
Something funny.
Yeah, you remind me of that horse in Carl's game, Buckaroo.
Oh, really? Well, push me hard enough and I'll kick off and all. Gang, how about we sack this whole picnic off for a box set of Sooty?
Here we are, look.
Yes, here we are. Don't exactly seem cock-a-hoop about it, though.
I was on my way to see Jo. She practically bundled me into the car.
Give over. Little old me.
You wrestle cows, don't you?
No, I treat cows. Otherwise, I'd have a camp little gaudy outfit and a cheesy slogan.
She's trying to win you over with her humour. All part of her enforced fun to make you be less mad at me. Oh, babe, please say that when she finally takes the Charlocks off, you'll come with us. I'd really like that.
Fine, if you want.
Yes! OK, I'll put this in the boot. And by the way, babe, I've got lashings of ginger beer in here.
You okay there?
Yeah, hi, is Charity here?
Charity? Nope, unusually. And she would rather chain herself to the bar than leave me in the lurch normally. It's just... I've seen you here before, haven't I?
Yeah, Charity the mate. Only, I really thought she might have been here.
Right, well, she's gone on a picnic. We know her. Some important family bonding time, apparently.
Maybe had stuff to discuss?
Well, unlikely. I mean, they took water pistols with them, so...
Right, get on with it here then, with the double Vulcan coat.
Sorry, is that actually supposed to mean something? For God's sake, woman, I'm just saying I'll cover here. You go around the back end from the other side.
Right! All right, gloves are off, and I am removing the no headshot rule as of now. Vanessa, catch him, sit on him or something.
Oh, yeah, right. I mean, me and Noah, we're about neck and neck for speed, aren't we?
Doubt it, or I wouldn't do this.
OK, ceasefire! Everybody weapons down right now.
Oh, what, why?
Because I'm swapping sides, babe. I'm really sorry.
Played.
Yeah, you have been. Woohoo! No, babe, no. Surrender, babe. My phone's ringing. Wait.
Who is it?
Oh, it's no one. It's nothing. Hey, today's about you and me, remember? Come on.
Right.
No, wait, I didn't mean it like that.
Marlon, so Sarah is going on about these chicken fajitas. Can you box them up so I can take them to the hospital, please?
Yeah, of course can, Debs. I just need to take an order.
Deb, like Debbie, you're Debbie.
Yeah? Why? Who's asking?
So she did bottom it. You still don't know, do you?
Sorry, who? I don't know what you're talking about.
Nothing. Doesn't matter. Hey, bit like me, right?
Right. Well, I'm going to go and wait over there.
Or, I could buy you a drink if you wanted.
No? No, I'm fine. I don't want to drink. And maybe you shouldn't have any more to drink either.
Listen, I'm sorry about Sarah being in hospital.
Excuse me?
And you were saying before.
Yeah. Well, not to you.
Okay.
I will be. That's that weirdo find someone else to hassle, yeah.
If I were you, I wouldn't go around riling people.
Why? Hardly a threat, am I? I mean, look at me.
Maybe just get yourself on, fella. Save the aggro, yeah?
Marlon's right. Come on, I'll order you a taxi, yeah?
Look, why should I? I mean, it's not your pub, it's Charlie's.
Okay, you keep doing this. It's creepy.
Like I told him, Charlie's a mate.
Well, I've never seen her with you.
What's going on? Why are you here?
I wanted to see you. Said sorry for yesterday. Been waiting ages, kept buying a drink.
Yeah, I can tell.
So you do know this guy?
Mum. Because he was just about to leave, weren't you?
No, don't do that. You should stay.
Right, sorry, I'm lost here.
He's my son. I know him because I gave birth to him. I beg your pardon. I said he's my son.
Your son? What?
He's your brother.
Ta-da! Hi, big sis.
He's, Ryan is...
When? Why? Why is good? Let's talk about why you've never said anything about him.
Because of Bales. Ryan is Bales' son.
Lucky me. Roll up, roll up.
Ryan.
Reckon we all need a drink.
No, Marlon, he's had enough.
What are you? My mum. Oh, yeah.
Debs.
How long have you known? I mean, obviously since you gave birth.
Many years ago. I'm many years old.
Debs, please can we not do this here?
Yeah, come on, let's go back.
No, Ta. I know we're not wanted.
Of course you wanted.
Did you see their faces? And yours.
Yeah, because everyone's in shock. And it's not you they're upset with, it's me.
Yeah, you didn't want to tell them.
Well, I did just now.
Yeah, only when you had to. Go on. Tell Big Sis about her rape brother.
Please don't say that. Will you at least stay? It's okay, I'll stay with him.
So, what are you? My babysitter.
Only if you act like a baby.
I've got to get to the hospital.
Sweetheart, please, all I'm asking for you now is that you come out there with me and meet him properly. It'll take 10 minutes. Okay, just 10 minutes to show him that we are worth knowing, you know, worth coming back for.
You think he'll stay away?
Faith, I've turned his life upside down. I've given him no reason to stick around, but I have given him every reason to wash his hands of me. Debs, I know what I'm asking isn't fair on you right now, but please, please help me.
Where's Mum?
You okay? Can I get you another glass?
Yeah, my own different vodka, not water.
Hey. Listen, I'm one of them. One of you. Can I get you anything?
A taxi, thanks.
Oh, Ryan, come on, you haven't even said a proper hello to your sister yet.
Mum, we're not 12. Sorry about before.
Yeah, okay. Or are you just saying that because she made you?
Look, it's nothing personal, but I've got to go.
Yeah, okay. Well, better places to be, better people to see, right?
Look, I'm really sorry that your life has been turned upside down during the club. But you know, you being my brother it's just not something I can deal with right now.
Brother? Him?
Noah, let's go inside, shall we?
Yeah, so she can tell you her shameful secret.
How is he your brother? Is he yours?
Just tell him. Am I really that bad?
No, God, no!
Mum, you're freaking me out.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is Ryan. He's your brother. This is not how I wanted it to come out to any of you.
But I would never hear, right?
No, I didn't mean that. Noah, please, wait. Just let me explain. I'm really sorry.
Look, he's your son. He needs you. Go.
And you won't leave?
Go.
Do not let him leave, babe.
Look, my sitter's cried off sick. I have to go pick Johnny up. Can you keep an eye on this one here?
I'm not hostage.
You are not shifting.
I'll call the cop.
No, you won't.
Okay, then. I'll call the taxi.
No, well, look, don't.
Why not?
Well, I guess it'll give me a chance to get to know who it is that's giving me all this grief. Go on, you go ahead. I'll meet you at the hospital.
Well, what should I tell Sarah?
Tell her that Gwen and Charity needs sorting. Again.
Why do you care if I take off?
Because Mum's terrified that you won't come back.
Ryan, I'm so sorry about all this.
Not 'cause of me.
Finally.
Don't say sorry to him 'cause of me.
What? Babe, look, I get that you're upset, but please do not be upset with Ryan, OK? It's not his fault.
It's his dad's fault, though. That Bales guy. I don't want you anywhere near us.
Well, I do, OK? I need Ryan here, and Ryan, you are welcome here, always, OK?
Fine. I'm sticking with Joe.
No, you're not.
No, don't. Oh, go.
No, wait, nobody's going anywhere. Noah, I'm sorry, but I will not lose Ryan again. I can't.
Fine. Then I'm going.
Do you think she'll be able to get through the trial?
Well, I want to say, yeah, she's Charity Dingle, but if he doesn't go down, I'm scared it'll break her.
Listen, I don't expect you to come to the court.
What would it be easier for you if I didn't?
Well, I just think it was bad enough you having to listen to all that stuff from me, and I don't want you to have to sit there and listen to Bales lying about it. Hey.
You again.
Hey, don't be like that. Why don't you sit down and have a chat? Get to know each other properly. Please, Noah. Your mum doesn't need all this extra aggro right now.
Fine. You've got 20 minutes.
Sure. Favourite film?
Dunno. What's yours? School of Rock?
Yeah, actually. I love that one. Favourite Christmas movie? Home Alone.
Never heard of it.
Noah, you watch it every Christmas Eve.
No, I don't. Time's up.
All right, well, look, if we can't be made, can we just agree to put your mum first and just not stress her out anymore, okay? Truth?
I'm going up to my room.
Is that him moving back home now?
Sounds like it.
I'll go see if he wants a drink.
Right, well, I'm gonna shoot off now.
Okay, thanks, Ryan. And listen, just please give court a miss, yeah? It's going to be hell, and I don't want you going through that as well.
I wish you didn't have to.
Yeah, so do I. But hey, I can't see him changing his plea and letting me swerve the whole thing, so...
Yeah. Here. call Mark Bales. If you really change, you'll plead guilty in court tomorrow. Because Charity's been through enough.
He has got his music on and he has ordered room service, so I reckon he's here to stay now.
We are probably going to be sick of him by the end of the week, aren't we? Do you know, I really think we're going to win him round with Ryan.
Well, I know they like the same music. Ow. So, do you know what? Maybe we should take him to a gig.
Yes. Hey, Debs and Sarah all right?
Yeah. Sarah made this for you. It's a good luck card. And Noah texted me to pick him up.
What? What, are you going back to Joe's? Babe, I thought with you going to your room you were staying.
No. I just packed up some more of my stuff.
Oh, come on. Babe, we'll miss you.
Yeah, only because I babysit Moses for you.
Don't be daft. And to be honest, I spend more time with you than any of the other kids. And yes, I want to get to know Ryan, babe, but I'm not going to sideline you for him, am I? Come on, you're my wingman.
No, I'm not. I'm your kid. I can't handle all of this. The trial, Ryan, you being upset all the time. And I'm making it worse, and I'm stressing you out more. I'm gonna go.
I'm just talking to you.
I love both my kids. They're my life. And I dream of watching my son play for City one day. So why would I want you? Charity's broken kid. Especially as you're both trying to ruin my life.
You're just like she said. No, you what?
Yeah, you think I'm going to lose everything for that lying whore?
Oh, don't walk away from me. You're pathetic. A bank copper, a sex offender. Why would I want you as a father?
Nice one. Looks like you've got this, Ryan. I look forward to seeing you go down again in court.
No. Nothing sticks to me. You'll see me walk away free, man. But you shouldn't have done that. You made a big mistake.
Noah's right, he's just a kid, isn't he? Same age I was when all that stuff happened with Bales. And I know he's had a nicer life than me, thankfully, but he's not as tough, is he? I need to remember that.
We'll get the trial over with, and then we can concentrate on the boys. Hey, maybe we can go on holiday.
Oh, yes, I would love that. Hey, maybe Ryan could come and all. I mean, if the pressure's off, it might ease things up between him and Noah. What's up?
Ryan's been arrested.
What?
He went to meet Bales and he's put him on his back. Swung at him with a piece of wood.
Definitely a dingle boy, then.
Don't worry, I've organised a solicitor. I've told Ryan to say no. He'll be home by tea time.
Well, it can hardly make things any worse.
Oh, go on, what is it?
Bales, he reckons he's untouchable. Thinks he's going to walk away.
Well, of course he is. Always been untouchable. Must have something up his sleeve. He's gonna get off, I know he is.
Hey, what are you doing?
What am I doing? Restacking all of the crates in the cellar. I mean, as displacement activities go, she could have picked something that didn't involve me.
Oh! Marlon! The barrel's just burst on me. Do you know what? I knew they were dodgy, that cheapskate brewery.
Hey.
Hey. Ryan's still in his cell before you ask, and that's Bales pulling strings with his copper mates. He's never getting out.
Well, he will. The police can't keep him forever.
Well, they've been a dingle for 5 minutes. There's a hoodie and trouble with the police.
That's supposed to be funny. Anyway, you two are way too early.
Yeah, listen, I'm not going to be able to come to court. Sarah's got these blood tests and she had a student nurse last time stabbing away at her. It's really put her off.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, I knew you'd be fine with it. Toughest woman I know.
Yeah, fine, babe. You do your thing. I'm going to ring the sales rep right now.
Charity, that can wait.
Hello? This is a pub. Pubs need beer. Simple concept. Out of date. Oh! Out of date.
Right, we need to be heading off. Oh, I could have stayed at home playing with Johnny's birthday presents.
Oh, babe, please don't let me deprive you.
The court said we should aim for 9:30.
Well, I'm going nowhere until I've heard about Ryan.
Well, we don't know when that will be.
It's all the shouting.
Oh, hey, Paddy, are you back?
Yeah, I know. Chaz is trying to have a lie-in. She was up half the night with pregnancy deadly. I told her you'd understand if she gave court a miss.
Yeah, of course.
There you go. I told her you'd be fine. Toughest woman I know. And who needs the whole dingle circus anyway?
Not me, Paddy, not me. I mean, let's face it, Faith's babysitting anyway. Lisa's on some random road trip. And I don't even rate a text from Noah, so you tell Chaz it's just fine.
Look, I know you're petrified, but that's really not going to help.
Well, I've got a really dry mouth, so...
Charity, you need a clear focus.
Why? I mean, let's face it, Bales has got this sewn up, hasn't he? He's got Ryan held hostage on some stupid trumped-up charge, and he's bound to have the judge in his pocket.
No!
Oh, come on. I'm just some gobby ex-crim who had her first kid at 13.
They're not allowed to mention that. Sexual history, not relevant.
Babe, I don't stand a chance.
We are really late.
That's because you made me wait for Noah.
But I thought it was going to show, I'm sorry.
Hi, I'm Charity Dingle.
The judge isn't in yet, so we've got a few minutes.
Hey, look.
Where's Uncle Zach?
Oh, he's had to stay with Belle. I'm his stand-in. I had to do a shift at the farm this morning, didn't I? Oh, shall we go and find a good spot?
It'll be all right, kid.
You made it then. Lachlan didn't do you any lasting damage.
No, as good as it ever were.
Where's Charity?
Side room. She's a witness, she's not allowed in.
All rise.
I do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Can you confirm your name for me, please?
Charity Dingle.
And your address?
The Woolpack, Main Street, Emmerdale.
When did you first meet Mark Bales?
I was on the streets working.
Can you explain what you mean?
I was soliciting. My dad threw me out, so I had nowhere to live, no way of feeding myself. I've been doing that for a couple of months when this new copper showed up. Thought he was nice. Used to give me fags. Sit in his squad car and smoke, get warm. Once when it was lashing down, he took me for a burger. And he wasn't even embarrassed. I liked him for that. So I used to look forward to his shifts. I'd be dead blatant and cocky, so he'd have to arrest me. It became a sort of game. He made me feel special.
And how did your relationship develop?
He picked me up one night after work. We went for a drive. I said it was like a date, messing around. He just smiled, he didn't correct me. We talked for hours. He said he couldn't bear the thought of me on the streets. He was worried that something would happen. He wanted to keep me safe. So if I was up for it, he had this flat that I could stay in.
When did Mr. Bales first initiate sexual contact?
It was in the flat. The first night. I was excited about him coming off his shift. I was trying to make everything nice. There was hardly any furniture, but to me, it's like a proper home. He arrived back. There's no food, just vodka. He was rushed. Not kind. When I just about finished off the bottle, he pushed me down onto the mattress and...
What did he do, Miss Dingle?
He raped me. He treated me like he was a punter and I was just a body. I asked him to stop, but he just laughed. And I was so disappointed. Because I thought he really cared. I thought he was one of the good guys, and he wasn't.
Did you have any medical care after leaving the hospital?
No. I just went back to a squat I'd found. Lay under some blankets. It was about a month after that. It was the hunger more than anything. And I'd heard that he'd been moved to a new patch. So I just went back to working. It was all I knew how to do.
No more questions.
Mr. Hutchins is acting on behalf of the defendant, and he will now ask you some questions.
Miss Dingle, you say you worked on the streets. Can you describe the lifestyle?
I had sex with men for money.
How many men do you think?
I don't know.
How many times did Mr. Bales arrest you for soliciting?
I can't remember exactly.
Was it more than 5, 10?
More than 10.
So, it must have been a relief when Mr. Bales offered you a flat as a safe refuge.
Yes, at first.
Did you go there of your own accord?
Yes.
Did Mr. Bales give you a key?
Yes, for a few weeks.
You said that Mr. Bales assaulted you on your first night there.
Yes.
So, you were being sexually assaulted. You had your own key and you chose not to leave.
Yeah, because I had nowhere else to go. And I didn't want to admit that I was being used.
So, would you say you were in a relationship back then?
Yes, at the start. I didn't know it was grooming.
But Mr. Bales helped you to stop soliciting. He homed you at his own personal cost. He risked a successful career on this most unlikely of relationships. I suggest that you cared about each other very much. Miss Dingle, when did you find out you were pregnant with Mr. Bales' baby?
I was about 4 months. I don't know exactly.
And did you inform the defendant?
No, because I knew what he'd do.
And what was that?
Batter me, for sure. Try and hurt the baby.
But he was providing a roof over your head, food every day. Why would he wish to harm your unborn child?
Because it would get him into trouble, wouldn't it? Having a baby with an underage kid.
But you could have looked after it.
He wouldn't have let me, no way. And there was no chance trying to convince social services.
Why not?
Because I was 14.
I'm sure Mr. Bales could have accessed appropriate support.
No, that wasn't happening, sorry.
You seem very sure about that.
I am sure.
And yet you didn't give Mr. Bales a chance to express his opinion.
No.
There seems to be a lot of second-guessing going on here. Whereas in actual fact, you had no way of knowing whether you'd have been able to keep the baby or not.
It's not even about him. I had a child taken away from me before.
Ah, so this was your second baby?
Yes. The first was with my boyfriend at the time. I was 13, he was 14, and I had no family support.
So because you'd lost one child, you wanted to keep this one. And your failure to do so is why you are blaming Mr. Bales, when you have a history of abdicating responsibility for your children.
I didn't think he'd survived. That's the only reason I left, and I've since repaired my relationship with him. Oh, don't worry, he's not here. You've fixed that with your special connections, haven't you? I mean, banging up your own son to intimidate me.
Miss Dingle, please, refrain from addressing the defendant.
You know, and I know, that you're lying.
I appreciate these questions are emotive, Miss Dingle. I have just a few more. You allege Mr. Bales brought other men to the flat for sexual purposes.
Yes.
Were these the same men or different?
Both.
Do you remember any names?
No, they didn't tell me.
Can you describe any of them?
They looked like coppers.
Really? And what did these coppers look like?
Same as him. Black shoes, black socks.
You're judging their profession by their hosiery.
Well, I know what I know.
So, not only did Mr. Bales hold you captive, he advertised your presence to multiple officers of the law, none of whom you can recall.
Yes, that is it. That is what he did.
Okay. Moving on to, 2014. The defendant arrested you, didn't he? For conspiracy to defraud and perverting the course of justice.
Yes.
And were you found guilty of the second offence, perverting the course of justice?
Yes.
And did you serve a prison sentence?
He blackmailed me. He said he would frame my daughter's boyfriend.
But you confessed, didn't you?
Originally, because I thought I had no choice. And then I tried to take it back.
By presenting an alternative version in a court of law. Do you understand justice, Miss Dingle? Or are you manufacturing this whole allegation as revenge against the police officer that sent you to prison? The defendant alleges you were in a consenting relationship.
He would.
Did you confide in anyone back then that this wasn't the case?
Yes, the police. When I reported it, that they wouldn't believe me.
Apart from the complaint that we can find no record of, did you tell anyone close to you? Any of the girls you used to work alongside?
No.
You told no one close to you about this traumatic experience?
No, because surprisingly enough, I wanted to forget it. Used as his whore by a man I trusted, passed around his mates.
Who you were unable to identify?
Yes. And I'm really sorry I didn't write their names down in my address book, but I used to lie there with my eyes shut closed, dreaming of the sky and fields. When that's happening to you, your head's the only place you can go.
But surely what you are describing is the life you had chosen before the defendant gave you a ladder out.
So I sold myself for money so I can't be raped?
No. But you can be confused, ashamed, seeking to reimagine your past.
Why? Because that's more likely than a bent copper using his position to exploit a desperate little girl. Well, I'm not that girl anymore. And it's taken me 28 years to get the courage to stand here and say this. So if you can't see him for the man he is, well, you can stuff your justice.
No more questions, Your Honor.
Well, that's the prosecution wrapped up.
Thought they'd never stop.
It's the DNA, it always takes ages. Explaining all the science bit to the jury.
Where's Tracy?
Tried to fire on the way back from the gents, but they wouldn't let us in.
She'll be with her witness support worker. Oh, she's here.
Mum.
Hey, your mum's gonna kill me.
Oh, I still wish I did.
Don't say that.
Here we go. Defence is up.
I do solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
We've heard Miss Dingle's account of how the two of you met. Would you agree with that?
Yes. I'd just started in Vice, and I made it my job to get to know all the girls on my patch. Some officers weren't bothered, they called them Toms. But Charity had a real spark. And I just felt, more than with any of the others, that she shouldn't have been there. So I came up with this idea of renting her a flat.
And did you discuss this with your previous wife?
Well, she already said that I was too soft. Buying the odd bag of chips for the girls, she said it was a drop in the ocean, that I could make a difference. But with Charity, I thought, if I could rescue one,
When did you first have sexual relations?
Not on the first night. It was totally platonic for weeks.
Liar.
But I had to come and see her every day to make sure that she wasn't drifting back to the street. And she had no income now. So it was a constant battle. And then we both developed feelings. I resisted, of course. I spent days skirting around it. And I tried to visit her less often. But one night, and I just missed out on a big arrest at work. I was feeling sorry for myself, and I dropped my guard. It became physical.
You knew it was unlawful sexual intercourse with a minor, that if she'd reported you within a year, you could have been charged with rape.
I knew she was under 16, yes, and I knew that made it wrong. And the worst vice officer cliché, but you know, I was green back then, and I took the risk. I call it a hero complex or what you will, but I tried to help her.
You understand the importance of making a statement?
Yes.
You have plenty of experience as a police officer with making statements.
Yes.
And you knew in your interview that your account would be investigated by the police.
Yes.
In your interview, did you say you had sex with Miss Dingle?
No.
How about renting her a flat?
No.
So your answers then were lies?
Correct.
So you lied to the police to conceal facts you knew to be true?
Yes, but...
You're a liar, by your own admission. How could we possibly believe that you're not lying now?
I'm not.
About bringing men to your flat and inviting them to abuse Miss Dingle?
I cared for Charity. I would never have done that.
Why does a married 25-year-old police officer have a relationship with a 14-year-old girl?
Yes. Charity was 14, but she left home. She had a baby. She was soliciting on the streets by choice. And I grew to care for her deeply. But she wouldn't engage with anyone, and that is the thing. I called social services every time we'd have her arrested. Did no good. You had to invest proper time if you wanted to get through to her.
So you're a copper with a conscience?
I wanted to help her.
By an adult having sex with a child? No more questions.
She slayed him.
He's a total slave. Who's the liar now?
I call Chloe Bales.
What's she gonna say? This was 20 years before she knew him.
How long have you been married to Mr. Bales?
3 years.
And you have, 2 small children and another on the way, I see. Do you work as well?
Only on a voluntary basis, at playgroup.
When did you first meet Miss Dingle?
I saw her at the launch on my husband's task force. Then she confronted me in hospital after my maternity appointment.
What did she say?
She was shouting about how he treated her. Then she told him they'd had a baby.
And was this the first you knew about it?
Yes. Mark had already explained who she was when we came home from the task force launch. That she was rewriting history, to take revenge on him for sending her to prison.
He told you they'd had a sexual relationship?
Yes. I was shocked. But he was in an unhappy marriage at the time. And he knew it had been a terrible mistake.
After that, did you see her again?
Yes. I was putting the boys to bed when I saw her outside in her car, watching the house. It happened 7 times, because I started writing a log for the police.
Ah, so you informed them then?
Oh, yes. And they gave her a warning, but it carried on. I'd look out the window, and she was there.
Not true, she's lying.
Did you speak to her?
I was scared to. Scared of what she might do to the children. but Mark did. I phoned him at work to come home, and he went over and ordered her to go. She got really angry.
Could you hear the conversation?
I was watching in case I needed to call the police again. She said that she was going to destroy him. Take his job, his family, his house, his kids, and he could do nothing about it. Because she'd found something, a secret weapon that would turn his name into mud.
So, what did you do?
I discussed it with Mark, and he said the only thing she would listen to was money. So I suggested taking the savings we've been putting aside for the boys to pay her to leave us alone.
So you knew about the money. It was your idea, in fact.
Yes. She was an ex-criminal who hated my husband. I had to protect my family.
How'd it go then?
As horrific as we expected, but she did great.
How come no was at court? He just texted me from Joe's.
Yeah, I know. Both him and Ryan were there. Oh, my boys really came through for me. Anyway, I said my piece, Bales said his, and Chloe appeared as star witness.
What, his wife?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Bought his lies, obviously, poor cow. So it's up to the jury how they take it.
So you didn't get, like, a sense, then?
Well, past them thinking I'm some piece of trash who gave birth at 13, no, not really.
Well, I thought they weren't allowed to bring that up.
They didn't.
Oh.
Anyway, I don't have to sit here explaining everything for hours on end. Just scram the lot of you. I'm going to go upstairs, have a bath, and watch some TV.
Mum, you do know that I would have been there, right?
Yeah, of course.
You know, if she loses this, it's gonna break her.
How many men do you think? More than 5, 10?
She left home. She had a baby.
When you have a history of abdicating responsibility for your children. And did you serve a prison sentence? You confessed, didn't you? You would have said that you were in a relationship. Do you understand justice, Miss Dingle?
She was soliciting on the streets by choice.
Consultation process. The trial continues in the case of Police Detective Mark Bales, where the jury has retired to consider its verdict.
Hey, look! Girl Squad's here. We're all gonna bob to court with you. Keep you company while you wait for the verdict.
Big push, you're through the worst part now.
Well, Bales getting off would be the worst part, wouldn't it?
Hey, I thought you were feeling positive.
I can't help thinking, what if the jury don't believe me? After all Chloe's lies and after me messing up my evidence.
They will. OK, so you were a bit shaky, but then Ryan and Noah tipped up and that gave you the strength to finish telling them what he did to you.
No, like I want to be sat there clock-watching anyway for hours, days even, while you lot try and cheer me up, take my mind off it. No, I'm sorry. You lot go, I'm gonna stay here.
Charity, I hate to pressure you, but I just worry that you're going to regret it if you're not there to see Bales get sent down.
Well, I can't bear the smug look on his face if he doesn't. And, babe, I've done everything that's been asked of me, haven't I? I went to the police. I found Ryan. I sucked it all up in court. But I can't do this.
Oh, well, look, she's here. Oh, what changed your mind?
Oh, Ryan being a complete pain and talking sense.
That lad is a star.
Well, I've told him to go straight back to work anyway, because chances are we're not even going to get a verdict today.
What matters is you stood up to him and his lies and you told the truth, OK?
Hey, get her a brew, Sam. Do you want something to eat?
Cherry Bakewell's quite moist, but brownies are as dry as.
No, I'm all right, Sammy. I'm going to go to the loo, actually. OK. Who does that? Who stands by a man like him and lies under oath to try and save him?
I'm doing this for my family, my kids. Because you've rewritten history and now you're trying to wreck our lives.
No, you want to believe that I'm some kind of stalker, that I've lied to convict an innocent man, but that's because you can't stand the fact that he is guilty and that he has lied to you.
The jury won't see it like that. They'll see him for the decent family man he is. And they'll look at you and see that you're still that same girl. A vicious street rat, in and out of jail, can't hold on to a relationship, dropping kids and then abandoning them. You've not changed. You're a disgrace. So who's the jury gonna believe? A man who's turned his life around? Or you, a washed-up prosy?
What are you up to?
I just fancied some air. If you must know, I bumped into Chloe in the corridor.
And you just couldn't resist having a popper? You know, just can't help yourself, can you?
Yeah, that's right. Go on. Think the worst of me, like everyone else does. I didn't have a go at her. Just asked her why she lied. She basically character assassinated me. But you know what the sad thing is? Most of what she said is true. I wasn't a nice person. I did have sex for money.
Not by choice, though.
But she's right. I have not changed one bit over the years. Okay, maybe I don't sell my body anymore, but I'm still a hustler. Always looking out for number one.
You know what, you're talking rubbish. And so is she.
No. They're gonna find him not guilty. All right, because I can't do this. I can't be there when they find him not guilty.
Chloe Bales is lashing out because if that jury believe you, then her whole life is going to implode.
Yeah, and you know what? I almost feel sorry for her because she's doing all this for her kids, isn't she? She's trying to hold a whole family together, same as me.
Yeah, only you want justice and she's trying to obstruct it.
The trouble is, the jury will probably believe it. You know, that he's a different man now. He's remorseful, he's upstanding, whereas I just still look like a car crash.
Just stop right there. Look how far you've come. You're a successful businesswoman, you own your own pub. You're in a settled relationship now. You're surrounded by all your kids, including Ryan. And who does he believe? You, not Bales. And yeah, you have had a difficult upbringing. And you might have made one or two bad choices along the way.
Say that again.
But Bales forced you into that life.
Well, let's face it, neither of us have had a great upbringing, have we?
Well, look at us now. Almost legit. I've got my own garage. I'm happy and settled with Moira and the boys. And my grandparents. Who'd have believed that?
So what are you saying then? I've got a lot to be grateful for.
No. I'm saying you've got a lot to be proud of. Because against all the odds, we turned it around. And we didn't mess up our lives. And you're not a car crash. You have changed. But Bales hasn't. And the jury are going to see that.
I really hope you're right. Because I could do with that guilty verdict to make all this pain worth it.
Could the foreman of the jury please stand? In respect of all counts, have you reached a verdict upon which you are all agreed?
We have.
In respect of count 1, Mark Bales, together with persons unknown, raped Charity Dingle, a girl under the age of 16. How do you find the defendant? Guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
In respect of count 2, Mark Bales unlawfully and injuriously imprisoned Charity Dingle and detained her against her will. Do you find the defendant guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
On count 3, Mark Bales knowingly lived wholly or in part on the earnings of prostitution of Charity Dingle. Do you find the defendant guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
And on count 4, Mark Bales raped Charity Dingle, a girl under the age of 16. How do you find the defendant? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Mark Bales, you have been found guilty of crimes that were acts of calculated, cynical wickedness. I commend Miss Dingle for her fortitude. Without her courage, I have no doubt you would continue to pose a risk to vulnerable people. You are a dangerous predator who abused a position of the highest trust. Behavior such as yours can only be met by a prison sentence of significant length. I therefore sentence you to a prison term of 30 years. You will also be subject to registration on the sex offenders register for life. Take him down.
You're quiet. You're still taking it all in.
30 years. Wow, you got him good. Oh, you must be so relieved it's over. I know I am. You got what you needed. And now we can concentrate on living happily ever after. Unlike Bales and Chloe. Oh, did you see her face? And his. Devastated. I wouldn't want to be him now. A bank copper and sex offender in jail. Charity?
Oh, babe, sorry, I'm exhausted. I was nearly asleep then.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'll stop prattling. Tracy said she'll have Johnny for me so I can stay here tonight.
Oh, babe, no, it's fine. You go, honestly.
No, you sure? I don't like leaving you.
Oh, I'm going to be zonked out in about 5 seconds. And if I'm not, I'll call you, yeah?
Yeah, okay. I reckon it's just what you need. First proper night's sleep in a while, eh? Okay, night-night.